Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is John J. Gaiman on the mic, coming at you guys with another ACSA Primetime, this time here in Week 11, and we're starting off with a really good one, as the Southfield Dalmatians, coming in ranked number 13 in the nation, look to stay in the Big North Conference hunt, playing against the number 5 team in the nation in Bluffton Tech, who is just coming off their first loss of the season. And not only are they also looking to make the Big North Conference Championship game, but also look to make it to the inaugural college football playoff here in the ACSA. So it's going to be a really good one, so do me a favor and please smash that like button, hit subscribe if you're new. Let's go ahead and get this game underway, shall we? So let's go ahead and get this game underway between the Dalmatians and Bluffton Tech. Bluffton Tech, man, got themselves a little bit of a test here. We'll see if they can respond, as they lost last week to Eastern Pennsylvania. Gonna have to play a much tougher opponent here in these Dalmatians. They are still favored to win, but certainly cannot take them for granted whatsoever, as they do got them in a 3rd and long already. We'll see if the defense can get them off the field. But Thomas might have other ideas. He's trying to run towards the 1st down marker. Makes multiple guys miss. Took a 4th guy just to be able to bring this quarterback down. And he is brought down around the 35-yard line. As the Dalmatians dropping back the pass again. Sending pressure, but it doesn't work out for them though. And the Dalmatians already with aspirations to strike first in this game. They're already just outside of the red zone now, and another run for this quarterback. Gonna go ahead and get them in that red zone. We'll see if they can finish the drive though. 3rd and short coming up here. They are known for running the football to a degree. We'll see if they go to it, although they don't initially. Throwing it to the outside of Frost. He gets into the end zone. The man with the very first touchdown in ACSA history finds the end zone once again. Touchdown Dalmatians. And Southfield going to go ahead and take an early 7-0 lead. We'll see how Bluffton Tech can respond though. Sometimes in these ACSA primetime games, they have been known to go ahead and start slow, but what a play! Polanski down the sideline. No one's going to be able to catch this man. He is gone. Touchdown Bluffton Tech. And that did not take very long whatsoever to respond. Bluffton Tech able to tie this game now at 7 apiece. As the Dalmatians are back on the field, they had a nice little methodical drive for their first drive of the game. Of course, the defense went ahead and let them down afterwards, so that lead that they enjoyed did not last too terribly long. As now, 1st and 10. Thomas dropping back the pass, going to the left-hand side. Gets it to Amos, who tries to find his way into the 1st down marker, but will be marked just shy. But with a 2nd and 1 coming up, wouldn't be imagined if they run it here, and they will do just that with one of the best running backs in the nation, in Ronald Hunt, who able to pick up the 1st down for the Dalmatians. As now, a couple plays later, 2nd and 11 for the Southfield football team. Going to throw it short over to the left-hand side, trying to get to the tailback once again, but threw it a little too far out of bounds. As a 3rd and 11, going to force Thomas to try to scramble. He's got green open grass though. A huge 1st down for Southfield. As they're deep in Bluffton Tech territory once again. Thomas looking to get a 2nd touchdown here in his first 2 drives of the game. As now we got 2nd and 4 coming up here. Thomas going to the right-hand side. Tries to throw that toss play, but it backfires horribly. Bluffton Tech able to come up with the turnover. And so a great play by the defense to keep the score all knotted up at 7 apiece. And now Bluffton Tech's offense, one of the most explosive offenses in the country, comes out on the field now. 3rd and short. Roberts going to go ahead, try to run it up the middle. Tough running room to find, but is able to get it done for the 1st down. However, is now another 1st and 10, throwing short to Polanski. Somehow making some guys miss, and he's able to get across midfield for the 1st down. A very elusive wide receiver Polanski is there, and we saw it. As the Bluffton Tech drive will continue, Darius Roberts will go ahead and just run upfield for a little 5-yard gain on the play. And they'll go to Roberts once again. A 2nd and 5 coming. Gets it to White out on the outside. already across the 30-yard line. Does Bluffton Tech take their first lead of the game? As Roberts dropping back to pass. He's looking around. Gonna try to scramble. Takes a bad sack that brings him back all the way to the 40-yard line. And so a 3rd and 22 for Bluffton Tech. We're going to send this thing down the middle of the field. They did try to go for that field goal, or the first down. It's no good. We're going to try an extremely long field goal, though. They have belief in the kicker, although that belief might be misguided, as that kick was actually short. So that gives the football to Southfield with good field position to work with, starting on their own 40-yard line. So just need a couple of first downs, and that will suddenly get the Dalmatians in effective field goal range. We'll see if they can do it, as they got 2nd and 5. Going to the outside, Oda Frost, who has a touchdown earlier. A first down for Southfield. That is going to take us through the end of the first quarter of play. This game is still all knotted up at 7 apiece. That second half coming very shortly. So here we go, second quarter officially starting up. A 2nd and 9 over in Bluffton Tech territory, and with a incompletion, at least Bluffton Tech on to a good start. We'll see if they can keep it up though, with a 3rd and 9 coming up for Southfield, as that's going to help them out. An illegal procedure on the Dalmatians. It's going to knock them down a few yards. Now make it 3rd and 14. So now need a big play from the quarterback. Throw it over to Banks. And Banks is able to make some guys miss, and is actually able to convert the 3rd and 14. So now 2nd and 8. Thomas dropping back to pass. Gets lit up in the backfield. A sack by this Bluffton Tech defense. Now they got another 3rd and long that they're going to have to deal with here. So now 3rd and 14. Thomas dropping back to pass. Clean pocket. Going over the middle to Trail, who gets the first down for Southfield. So now a 1st and goal situation. Dalmatians can take the lead. Going to Thomas, who dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Southfield. And the Dalmatians retake the lead. Now 14-7. And on top of that, they're able to force a 3 and out. So Southfield with a prime opportunity to make this a multi-possession lead against the number 5 team in the nation. We'll see if they can capitalize here, as Thomas will once again scramble, force out of the pocket thanks to some great pass rush, but could not contain the quarterback, as there's another penalty, this time on Bluffton Tech. An offsides that makes it 1st and 5, as Hunt will take the carry up the middle. Initially stopped in the backfield, but somehow able to get up out of there. The safety coming up and making the tackle, being that last line of defense. As now on the edge of the red zone now, Southfield choosing the throw, but Thomas will actually scramble with it though. He gets lit up like a Christmas tree, but he's going to get himself back up though. Definitely watch the hockey highlights, because he is certainly a tough kid. As Hunt will go up the field and pick up another first down here. Southfield with another goal line situation. Do they pick up another touchdown here, as Thomas trying to run upfield, able to pick up a couple of yards, but a holding penalty by Southfield knocks them back and sets up a 3rd and goal at the 13-yard line. Gonna be tough to try to find the end zone here, as Thomas is looking around trying to find something. Does find Trail on the left-hand side, but the Bluffton Tech defense, they have played, upward. And it pays off for them, as Southfield will go ahead and tack on what should be a very easy field goal. But I've seen crazier things before, and that could be one of them right there. It looks like they somehow find a way to miss the field goal. So Southfield leaving a few points on the board. It remains a 1-score game. And with 3.5 minutes left here in this first half of play, they can find a way to tie this ball game, but the Bluffton Tech offense needs to get itself into gear though. As we got 2nd and long, Roberts dropping back to pass. He's looking around, going to go ahead and scramble upfield. Got some space to work with, but is eventually tacked on from behind. So 3rd and short now for the Fighting Muskrats. as Roberts will drop back to pass once again. Going to try to send this thing deep. He's got a man. He's got Shawaba, who's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bluffton Tech. And what an exclamation point towards the end of his first half. Bluffton Tech connecting on a long pass play. And that's how the first half ends. Bluffton Tech and Southfield tied up at 14. Second half coming shortly. So let's go ahead, get this second half officially underway here, as Bluffton Tech and Southfield are all knotted up at 14 apiece here in Big North Conference play in this ACSA primetime matchup. Roberts going to go ahead and scramble out of the backfield, though, get across the 40-yard line. Southfield did start with the football to begin this game, and so here's Bluffton Tech with their first possession period in the second half, as Roberts once again will go ahead and scramble and pick up the first down as well for the Fighting Muskrats. So they're already across midfield now. As a couple plays later now, Roberts going to have to scramble, but finds a man in Lebon who's going to be able to get upfield and get to this 25-yard line deep inside Southfield territory. Is now 1st and 10 off the longer pass play, going up the seam, and it's deflected away. So that falls runners way to the ground for an incompletion. We'll see what else they have planned, though, as a 2nd and 10. Going to the right-hand side over to Paul. Not just 1 yard short, however. So a 3rd and short for the Muskrats, as they will go back to Mason Paul for the first down there on the play, as the Muskrats continue to claw their way upfield right now. 3rd and 6 for Bluffton Tech. Is now Roberts under center, going to try to drop back and pass. Gets it to Lebon, who's flipped into the air and almost gets flipped into the end zone. It looks like they're going to mark him on the 1 yard line. We'll see if Bluffton Tech can go ahead and punch it in as they throw it over the left-hand side to Davis. A few Southfield defenders there, but still, Davis finding a way to make the play. And so Bluffton Tech, a 21-14 lead. We'll see how Southfield can respond here, as we'll see how this drive goes for them. Could be a very big drive for the Dalmatians, as they already face a 3rd down. They got to convert. Thomas going up the field to Farnerock, but there's a fumble on the play, although thankfully Southfield does at the very least recover their own fumble, so they can keep the drive going as of right now. But still, 50 yards away from tying this game. Is now 2nd and 10. Thomas dropping back to pass again. Going to scramble initially, but then try to throw it upfield. Those deflected away. As we now have 3rd and 10. Thomas dropping back again. Going to go to the left-hand side. Gets it to Ronald Hunt out of the backfield, but could not get the yardage needed to get the first down. And so that means they did punt the football away to Bluffton Tech, as now Bluffton Tech will be set to take over inside their 15-yard line. Roberts trying to get away from the defender and does so initially, although gets pancaked from behind. Still picking up the first down, though. As now 1st and 10. Roberts dropping back to pass. He's got a clean pocket. Going to use it to find a nice little running hole himself. A 9-yard gain on the play. Is now 2nd and short now for Bluffton Tech. Going to Mason Paul up the gut. Gets him almost to the 40-yard line before being brought down. Bluffton Tech, I imagine, looking for a more methodical drive, as Roberts will drop back the pass once again. Going to find Salaba up the right seam. And a huge play for the Fighting Muskrats. As now Roberts off the big play. Dropping back to pass again. Going to scramble upfield and pick up some more additional yardage. Although they did, might be stalling here, though. 3rd and 7. Roberts going to try to pick up the first down with the arm, but it's incomplete. And so going into the final quarter of play, Bluffton Tech does tack a field goal. A 10-point game going to the final quarter of play. Let's see those 4s in the chat here in Week 11. So we're 1 quarter away from settling this game now. Bluffton Tech still has the football, though, so they can easily ice this game. as Roberts is able to go ahead and slide down. They are a lot stronger in the second half than they have in the first half of play. Notice that in these ACSA primetime matchups. So got a 3rd and short here for Bluffton Tech. Looks like Mason Paul going to get a carry, but ultimately they're going to pass it out to Salaba, who is going to be able to pick up the first down with ease. It's now 1st and 10. Roberts dropping back, going to go ahead and scramble upfield and get across the 35-yard line in the process. So they're now in effective field goal range, but they're thinking about more as they go to Mason Paul, who fumbles the football, and Southfield is able to recover. And so Southfield given some momentum. We'll see if they can take advantage of it and at least tack on a field goal in the process as Hunt fumbles the football himself, but Southfield narrowly avoids a disaster though, landing on their own fumble but facing 2nd and long, as Thomas does somehow find a way to make up that yardage. So now a 3rd and manageable, which is all that you can ask for after that disaster that took place on that previous play. And they were able to turn around and get a first down. But Southfield got to be a little bit more careful going forward, as Hunt will go ahead and run it upfield once again for a 7-yard gain on the play. As now 2nd and 3 coming up. Thomas going to hand it off to Hunt, who's able to make some guys miss and get across the 40-yard line before finally being brought down. Southfield on a drive though. They look to make it a 1-score game, as Thomas again, another run, this time actually designed for close to the first down marker. Wouldn't mind expecting a play action here, although they continue to pound the rock. That's what they're known for at Southfield after all, just pounding that ball for the first down. And although they face 3rd and short, Rock in the shotgun, ready to take the snap. Hunt gonna hand it upfield, gonna be just shy of the marker, however. So Southfield does go ahead and settle for a field goal. Although Bluffton Tech with 5 minutes left, they might try to run some clock a little bit. We'll see what they decide to do, as there's actually another fumble on the play, and Southfield has it once again. Although Bluffton Tech did manage to avoid a major bullet, they actually do go 3 and out, and they do settle for another field goal. So Bluffton Tech narrowly hanging on, now only 24-20. If you're Bluffton Tech, you're either want to do one of two things. You're going to want to run out this clock right now, or you got to get some points on the board at the very least. At least a field goal if it's that second option. A touchdown will end this game, but so will running out the clock. So again, we'll see what Bluffton Tech does, as Roberts going to go ahead and drop back to pass. Going to go ahead and scramble upfield. Get a little gain on the play right there. As now we got a 3rd and 4 coming up for the Finding Muskrats. Got to pick up this first down to essentially end this game. Although they decide to pass it, going for it all, but it's incomplete though. So not only is it a 4th down, but it saves the timeout for Southfield. Although they had to use it early on in this drive. Although with 1:14 left in this game, they still have a chance to win it against the number 5 team in the nation. Just gotta go ahead and play it smart here. We'll see if they can get it done. It's now 1st and 10. Thomas going over the middle to Edwards, already getting them about to the 35-yard line. That'll temporarily stop the clock right now, but the time is still continuing to tick, as Thomas will drop back to pass once again. Going to send this out to the right-hand side. It's nearly intercepted, but thankfully it does fall harmlessly to the ground. And Southfield still has a shot at this thing, and they are going to take advantage of it, as Edwards now gets them in the red zone, and 14 yards separates them and beating the number 5 team in the nation, as Thomas will again throw to the right-hand side, gets it to Banks for a 7-yard gain on the play. Although there isn't any more time to run, this is how the game ends. So Southfield could not snap the ball in time to get another play off, and Bluffton Tech holds on and wins by a final score of 24-20 here in this ACSA Primetime. A great game for sure, but the Southfield Dalmatians fall just short. and lose their third game of the season. Meanwhile, for the Bluffton Tech Fighting Muskrats, they do recover after a loss to the Eastern Pennsylvania Beavers. They get back to their winning ways, improving to 9-1, staying in the hunt not only for the Big North Conference Championship game, but also for the College Football Playoff as well, as they are in that top 5. A great game for sure, and we're going to have more great ACSA primetime games for you guys in the future. Tomorrow night, we have the Oaksterdam Reefers playing the Seattle College Cascades in a top 10 matchup in the Big Pacific Conference. It's going to be a great game as well, so make sure you tune in for that. And in the meantime, if you enjoyed today's ACSA Primetime episode, do me a favor and please smash that like button as well as hit subscribe if you do happen to be brand new to the channel. This is John J. Gaming on the mic signing off and hoping you all have a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.